Ooh, I'm up. Contemplating. I have to finish switching this room around a little bit, y'all. Gotta do this head. Oh my goodness. Ciao. I'm having my clove water, as I do almost every morning. It should be every morning, but right now it's almost every morning. I'm doing my clove water, and then I'm gonna eat some breakfast, and then go from there. I'm gonna put on my waistband and a back brace. Yeah, so we're gonna finish up this room today, and then I'm gonna have to stick y'all there, I believe. That's where I'm gonna stick y'all, and then we going from there. Got a new spot for y'all, for us to sit and mingle and chat. That's still hot. Still kind of hot, y'all. And then I'm gonna, I think that's it. I think that's all I gotta do. I think that's all I gotta do. I think that's all I gotta do. Hey. So yeah, I think I'm gonna switch a little something around today in this room, and then go from there. I think I can make it work. I think I can make it work the way I want it to. Oof, we gonna see. It might be too long. It might just be too long, but we gonna see, y'all. We gonna see. So I'm gonna have my tea. Oh not my tea, Lord. I'm gonna have my clove water. And then, yeah. My poor little sinuses. So, update. Still gotta go to this dentist, y'all. So, as of last Friday, which was the August 29th. So, I started having some more issues. Well, I didn't start having more issues. They never went away. But then, like, between teeth, what is that? 14 and 15, I had started having some bleeding. Like, oh no, probably about 3 weeks now. About 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks ago. And some irritation, and then, that pressure started right here again. So I made the appointment Thursday, went in Friday. Friday, they have me see a fourth dentist now. Let me tell you how they're trying to get me. A fourth dentist. This will be the fourth dentist I've seen in that office, okay? So, of course, they do some x-rays. Hold on, my nose running. Lord, hold on. Okay, so they do all these x-rays or whatever, then they send this new dentist in there. I forgot her name, some woman. She looks like she might be a black woman, light-skinned black woman. So then she's like, being nice and all this stuff, and then she's explaining to me the test they're going to do, that cold test or whatever. I'm like, okay. And then, so, she's like, well, when she come in, she introduced herself, and she's like, I've seen in your charts, I've seen your problem, so what seems to be the problem? So I tell her, there's bleeding between 14 and 15. I'm still having problems out of 12. I feel like there's still something up in the sinuses. My jaw, I'm having pain in my jaw. I'm having pain swallowing, blah, blah, blah. She goes, yeah, I see you've been through an ordeal, da, da, da. So then she looks at the pictures, and she goes, she's going to do the cold test. So we do the little test. They put the tooth, the cold on my tooth. I almost peed on myself, of course. And if they put it, we're going to do a normal tooth first. Okay, they did a normal tooth. And then they got over here. Lord, everything they touched over here, Jesus. I was like, oh. Long story short, okay, so backing up. So in July, after I had my stitches and everything taken out, I got the final stitches or whatever taken out. They made sure everything was fine, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Dr. Wentz, however you say his name, W-N-T-S-Z, tells me that the abscess is gone. So 13 that cause abscesses over 12 and 14, y'all. Okay, sorry, get back to that. Just woke up not that long ago. Give me a minute. So over 12 and 14. So then they say, he wanted to take they pulled 13 so I can then, they were asking me, they pulled 13, and then they were trying to decide if I needed a bridge or if I needed the implant, because in order to do a bridge, that means they would have to put a cap over 12 and 14 as well, which means they would have to root canal them and give them crowns as well, and then attach the other tooth in the middle. So, to go in like this, pretty much 3 teeth like this. These 2 will be crowns. This one will just be attached to those 3, or those 2, excuse me. So I'm just like, okay. So then they tell me, there was a small abscess over 12 and 14, which was of course caused by 13, the one in the middle. So then they were saying how, okay, since that caused by 13. So 13 has caused abscesses over 12 and 14. But they tell me that because they pulled 13 and I was on the antibiotics, that we're going to wait to see what happens with 12 and 14. I say, okay, I'm not a dentist. Okay. You know what I'm saying? That's what they say gotta be. That's what it gotta be. So then go through the whole process of them pulling 13. I did all that. And then, so they wanted to see how I healed, blah, 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 is what he's telling me. He's in the office, y'all. Sweet as pie. We having one-to-ones. He's calling me in. But it's like, okay, we're just trying to figure out what's the best cause of action. We don't want you to have all this, you're too young to have all these fake teeth, yada, yada, yada. You don't have, your mouth is pretty much healthy. It was just 13 that caused blah, 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 blah. Beautiful, okay? Fast forwarded it now to July when I had my final, after they took the stitches out. Mind you, I was having problems with the stitches. Y'all can go back. I have a video about that. They finally got all the stitches out, which was fine. I came back in for my follow-up to make sure everything was healing well. Everything was healing great. I had a piece of little bone spur that was coming out. I had to make an appointment for. They got that. Figured that, went in. That was done. Perfectly fine. Wentz tells me, hey, you're healing very fine. We don't think we want to do the bridge. Now, catch this now. We don't think we're going to do the bridge. You are the candidate for the implant. Girl shows me the x-ray. They x-rayed that day. Shows me a whole x-ray where, number 12 and 14, there was no longer abscesses over that. Everything looks great. They'll see me in December for my implant. Boom. Great. I'm like, okay, cool. Now, fast forward to today. Last week, whatever, these last couple weeks, I started, the bleeding. And I'm thinking, okay, well, maybe I'm brushing or flossing too hard or whatever. Calls some people, does some research. Come to find out, I didn't know this, y'all. I'm dental ignorant. I believe my dentist. Abscesses can never, ever, ever clear up on their own. Ever. You have to have a root canal and or get the tooth extracted, taken out. So I make my appointment next week. That's how I make the appointment. So I make that appointment. Fast forward now to last Thursday, which was August the 28th. I go in on Friday, August the 29th. Now I'm seeing that 4th dentist, and that's when she's explaining to me now that, oh, there's an abscess over 12, there's an abscess over 14, and there's an abscess on 18, which he kept telling me, there could possibly become an abscess on 18. There could, because we've been in there so many times. Mind you, I told you they had to replace these crowns on 15 and 18 3 times. 18 magically now has an abscess, and it's affecting 19, which has an abscess also. Bitch, am I running around here with 4 motherfucking abscess in my motherfucking mouth? I am livid. Do y'all hear me? Hot about it. So I'm talking to her, and she's telling me what the problems are or whatever, and then she's telling me, what's going to need to happen and the cost. Sorry, y'all. So she's telling me about cost and the best financial plan for me. Again, I'm not paying. She goes, excuse me? I said, I'm not paying. You better talk to Wentz and Ashraf, whoever you need. Those are the 2 main doctors, apparently, and I think she's one of the main 2 because there is 3. But I'm like, you need to talk to whoever you need to talk to. 13, I was like, 13 is the reason that I have abscess on 12 and 14. And I was like, and how coincidental I have an abscess on 18 after he kept saying, oh, it could result into an abscess. Even though, mind you, there was nothing wrong with 18, y'all. That was a cosmetic one as well. Okay. 13 and 18 were both cosmetic surgeries that they just said I needed to get the mercury out my mouth. And what they do is they don't want to refill it with the tooth color filling. They want to give me crowns. I paid for all of this out of pocket, y'all. Okay. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not paying. I said, need to talk to Wednesday. I asked her whoever. She was like, well, I need to talk. Yeah, talk to your bosses, whoever you need to talk to. I said, because I'm pissed now. I said, I don't understand the gaslighting that happened last month when he told me that the abscesses were gone off of 12 and 14. I said, I talked to my dental assistant friends and they said they don't know why in the fuck he would even tell me something like that being a dental professional, knowing full and damn well that's not how abscesses work. I said, so basically he sent me home last month, gaslighted me, told me that my teeth were all fine. You guys will see me in December, knowing that this problem was going to come back, and then what was going to happen is you guys were going to try to charge me for it. It's not happening. I said, sorry, I'm not trying to be rude to you, but talk to whoever you need to talk to. So I was like, I just need my mouth fixed. I need you guys to get my mouth fixed so I can get away from this dentist. I said, but you all know no other dentist is going to touch me right now. No other dentist is going to touch this. So you have to fix it. We got to get this figured out. And she goes, I totally understand. I understand your frustration. You don't understand my frustration. You've never been in this situation. You don't understand my frustration. You can empathize, but you don't understand. So please, if you guys can get this situated, I was like, they sent you in here. You're the fourth dentist that's going to be in my mouth on these side for these same teeth. I came in for one problem I had. On number 15, there was a hole. I came in for one problem. One cosmetic, might as well say cosmetic surgery gone wrong now. One has led into two other abscesses, and now there's this one has led into another. There is no reason why I came in here with no dental problems, and now I have had 5 abscesses. Yeah. So y'all, that's where we at as of today. What is today? I said September the 2nd. That is where we're at right now with these abscesses. I am not in any pain. That's why I think on if y'all notice in my videos, sometimes it's like my eyes seem swollen, or it seems like I got dark stuff around here, or my face is looking funny, because it's been swollen because of these abscesses. If I'm talking funny, it's because sometimes the mess just make me talk funny. You know what I'm saying? So it's just what it is at this point, but they're going to fix my mouth. And of course, you know, I'm looking for an attorney, because we're over this. How do you tell a patient that their abscess is gone? And that is not how, as a dental professional, you lie. See, and I think what happened, y'all, the reason he thought it was going to be some months and months and months. Because when I first got the abscess on 13, they gave me antibiotics. I wasn't really hurting that bad. And I had some other stuff going on too. So I had been on antibiotics. So I want to say the last time I had talked to them about the pain was either November or January. But either way, I did not go back in until May. So there was like 4 or 5, 6 months before I went back in, because 413 actually started causing me problems. So that's the first thing. So I think he thought by sending me home in July, it was going to, August, September, October, I was going to be at least another 4 months before they saw me for this. Luckily, my body was like, and I knew something was still wrong. And I was telling my friends, like, I don't know if I'm getting sick or what, because I'm going to be, y'all, when there's any type of infection in my body, any type, I don't care if it's in my mouth, my nose, my knees, my toes, okay, I get musty. It's the weirdest thing, because I don't wear deodorant. I don't have to wear deodorant. I'm not musty like that. I don't wear deodorant. Every now and then, depending on if it's going to be stupid hot, I'm going to be outside and muggy, I might spray some of my natural stuff on there. But I have like deodorant for different, because I know when I have infection anywhere in my body, y'all, I get musty as hell. I'm not saying and deodorant don't work. I be musty. I be having to do some real, like some Secret and some, what else I got over there? And some Dove. And I don't wear those. And those stop working. So I know if I start having to wear like my natural deodorant and it kind of, and so I put on the real guns and it, yeah, I know there's something going on in my body. It's just got to figure out when it's going to present itself. If it has not already. So yeah, the abscess in my teeth are causing what other stuff, and I be musty, and I don't like it. And if you're wondering what I wear, I just wear Desitin, y'all. That's all I wear. I wear Desitin. Yes, diaper rash cream is my deodorant. Now, I will say about the cream, you will still sweat. If you're gonna sweat, you're gonna sweat. The cream don't keep you dry, but I don't stink, so I don't wear deodorant unless I have to. And now, these last few weeks, I've been needing some odorants. And trust me, I've been going to my little class, my little stepping class, y'all. Or line dance, whatever we calling it. And I've been having to double up on the odorants. Because, yeah. So anyway, that's a little update for today on my dental.